Good evening. Today I'm here to explain to you how to bake a sweet potato pie. But before we get started, I have a question for the audience. Has anyone ever eaten sweet potato pie?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, let me ask you, was it good?
Yes.
It's delicious.
All right. And let me ask the third question. Did you bake?
No.
No. Well, who was it that baked the pie for you?
It was store-bought.
My Uncle Junebug.
My aunt made the pie for me.
All right. Well, for those that love sweet potato pie, I'm going to give you a recipe that will enable you to make your own sweet potato pie whenever you get that craving for good old sweet potato pie. The first ingredient that we're going to put together is about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of yams. Now, you can go 1.5 pounds, but you don't want to go over 2 pounds of yams for this particular pie recipe. Second thing you need is 1 can of condensed milk. I like the condensed milk because it's a little sweet and you don't have to add as much sugar. The third ingredients will be 2 cups of sugar. You have 4 eggs, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, not baking soda. A lot of you use baking soda in your refrigerator to remove the smell. But you want to use baking powder, 1 tablespoon. You need a pinch of salt. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you've gotten all those ingredients together, then you want to go into your cooking utensils. First thing you want is 1 large bowl. After you get the large bowl, then you're going to want measuring spoons and cups. After your measuring cups, get you 1 electric mixer and 1 spatula. Now, this particular recipe that I'm explaining to you to make is one that I got from my mother and from my sister. When I moved to Houston, it was around Thanksgiving and I wanted to make sweet potato pie, so I called my sister and my mother. They both gave me a recipe, so I took half of my sister's and half of my mother's and I combined the two, and that's how I got this particular recipe. But to go on in this, let me get you how to bake it now. First, you boil your potatoes for about an hour in order till they're all tender. Then you preheat your oven to 375. If you try to raise it up to cook it faster, it won't work. You try to lower it, it won't work. After your potatoes are boiled, you peel the skin off of them, discard the skin. You put the cooked potatoes in a large mixing bowl along with the rest of the ingredients, and you mix it until the custard is smooth. After the custard is smooth, you will pour it into 4 pie shells. 9-inch is preferred, but you want to make sure that you distribute it evenly. Once you pour the 9-inch pie shells and got the custard in them, you're going to place them in your oven rack in the middle of the oven. After you've gotten them in there, you bake them for 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on your oven and depending on how it works. After you've done that, you pull those pies out, let them hold for about an hour, and then you add sweet potato pie. Slice it and dice it. If you want to add, you can additize the recipe by adding marshmallows, or you can add a layer on top, or you can add lemon extract, depending on your taste. Other than that, that's the recipe, and if you follow this one, you're most likely to have some pretty good pies. Well, that is my explanation of how to bake pies, and good eating.